Well, you were actually broke at the time that Sunshine Superman became a #1 hit, weren't you?
No, not really. But we, there was money, of course, but we never saw it. You could talk to any of us of that generation from 62 onwards who was powerfully successful in the music business. We never really had any money to speak of in our pockets. But when Sunshine Superman, the album was finished, Gypsy Dave and I, my best friend, my producer Mickey Most, and all around us and our friends, when they heard it, said, this is a breakthrough album. This is extraordinary. But Big Alan Klein, the manager who had taken me on to place me with Clive Davis, who had just become the head of Epic Records in Columbia, Alan Klein, quite correctly, needed me to go to a supersized label in the States. Columbia would be that label, CBS. But as soon as that happened, boom, there was a lawsuit. And Sunshine Superman, in all its glory, the album, was placed on the shelf. It is now seen, of course, Sunshine Superman as the first psychedelic album, good year before anybody else, especially before Sgt. Pepper. But what happened in that lawsuit, Gypsy Dave and I said, that's it, we're going to go back on the road. We used to hitchhike, Gyp and I, with very little money. And we this time had a bit of money and took a trip to Greece. And way down there in Greece, we didn't need much money. It was just an idyllic island called the Isle of Paros. And on that Greek island, there was one telephone, and it rang one day in our exile. And it was my manager in London. He said, get on the next plane from Athens. Sunshine Superman's just been released. It's #1 all over the world. And so we looked in our pockets. We put the money on the table of the little taverna in the small Greek island. And Costas, the tavern owner, said, okay, boys, what was that call about? And Gypsy said, Costas, we've got a #1 record all over the world, and we've got not enough money to get on the ferry back to Athens. So we had taken down with us a very special new briefcase. That briefcase had a vinyl record player inside, a turntable inside the briefcase with a cassette player. And we only had three albums. The White Album was Sunshine Superman, the first Leonard Cohen album, and Revolver by the Beatles. And Costa said, okay, boys, you give me the briefcase record player, I give you the money to get to Athens. So, yeah, we were broke. We're broke with a #1 record. Reminds me of that story of Buddy Holly driving around with the band in Texas and hearing his first record on the radio, and he didn't know it was released.